guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Shannon. If you're new here, thanks for clicking on this video. Make sure you don't forget to go down there and click subscribe if you haven't already. So in today's video, it is a very highly requested one. I am going to be showing you how I take my Instagram pictures, edit my Instagram pictures, and upload my Instagram pictures. So a lot of people have been asking me what I do because recently I've switched up my Instagram game. I've started using like filters and different settings and things like that. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through all of that good stuff and telling you exactly what I do, what I use, and things like that. So if you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. But yeah, let's just get into it. So the first step of obviously taking Instagram pictures is to take the actual pictures. So because we're in lockdown, I can't exactly go out and get like nice background pictures, nice in restaurant pictures or anything like that. So most of my pictures are taken in my bedroom, as you can see. These shelves have featured a lot on my Instagram. So first of all, I'm quickly just going to run through what I use to take my Instagram pictures. So to take kind of the portrait, like this kind of Instagram picture, just my head, not a full body, things like that, I do use my old camera. This is the Sony, does it say? Sony DSC WX500. So this is what I use to take my selfies, pretty much. I attach it to my ring light and then just take the selfies. I do prefer using this camera to my G7X just because I don't know why, I feel like this one makes me look a lot more smooth and a lot more, I don't know, not Casper the Friendly Ghost, like it gives me a little bit of colour and things like that, which I do prefer. So that is what I use to take my selfies, if you get me. And then obviously for the full mirror pics and the outfit pics, I do just use my iPhone. I've got the iPhone XR. Kind of annoyed because I got this in September and the iPhone 11 came out 2 weeks later, which obviously wasn't advertised, so I didn't know, so fuming. But yeah, I do just use my iPhone XR to take any other pictures that aren't just like headshots. So I've just moved over so I can insert a screen recording here so you can see exactly what it is that I'm doing. So first of all, obviously you want to take a load of pictures. So as you can see, when I take pictures, I do take quite a few in a certain outfit. I'll scroll up so you can see. There's like more there. All in the same outfit. Because it takes a while to get one that you actually like. It does for me anyway. So I'm just going to go through and favourite the ones that I like. We're going to go for some in these outfits. So I'm just going to go through, favourite the ones that I actually like. So we'll go for that one. Some days you have good days, some days you have bad days, some days there's loads that are favourite, and then some days I don't favourite really any. And today's one of those days. Okay, so we'll just go for those. So the first thing that I do now is go onto Facetune. Facetune is one of those apps that a lot of people judge. Like, I do use Facetune. I don't use it to make myself look completely different, don't get me wrong. Some people do. There is a lot you can do on Facetune, but you'll see what I use it for now. So I'm just going to import the picture that I want to use. Let's go for, we'll go for this one. So we'll just import that, and then the first thing that I like to do is just go straight onto the details tool. This is the main reason I use Facetune, just for the details tool. So as you can see, I have done my makeup here, and I do want it to stand out a little bit more than it does just like that. So I just use the details tool and just go over all of my makeup, and I just feel like it makes it stand out a lot more, just like that. And then zoom back. So as you can see, it just completely brings it out a lot more. So yeah, we're going to press the tick on that one. Then another thing I like to do is just do a little bit of smoothing over my skin, not too much to the point where I look plastic, but as you can see on my cheek I've got like a little bit of texture there, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then just on my forehead as well. And then I also have really knobbly fingers, so I do like to smooth those over just a little bit as well. Then I've also got a scar on my knee here, so I'm just gonna smooth over that, and then any other parts of my leg that I feel like needs it, but it's not too bad. So that is pretty much it. That is all I use Facetune for. So I'm going to go ahead and save that to my camera roll. And then the next app is a new app that I've been using. I've only just recently discovered it, and that is Colour Tone. So I'm going to press on that one. So the first thing you want to do is press the top left button and just import that picture that we've just edited on Facetune. As you can see, I already have had a little play around with this picture, but I'm just going to do it again just so you can see what I do. And then I just go ahead and press the button in the bottom left corner to edit it. And my phone's on 20%. So now all I do is just have a play around with all the different settings. There's so much you can do on this app. So you've got the contrast you can play around with, the brightness, saturation, so you can make yourself look a little bit more tanned and things like that. So you can have a big play around with that and just have a look at the settings that you like. So the first thing I'm going to do is just press on the first one. And there is loads of different filters on here. So you've got all these kind of ones. But I just like to use this one. It's called Uluwatu, I think. So I do like that. You can obviously increase and decrease the intensity. But I like to have it on full intensity just so it makes the picture a lot brighter. And I just like the cool tone of the picture overall, so we're going to do that. But you can also have Maldives, so that's a lot more warm toned, as you can see. But I'm going to go for that one. So next is the slide for contrast, brightness, saturation. I don't usually mess around with the contrast or brightness. I do like to up the saturation just a little bit, just to give me a little bit more colour, so I'm not Casper the Friendly Ghost. Then you can just have a play around with all the different buttons that are on there, but yeah, I'm just going to leave the rest because I do like how that is looking. So this one is, I feel like, the most important one for uploading your Instagram pictures, because Instagram ruins the quality of your pictures when you upload them, which is really annoying. Don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but the trick is to sharpen them. Sharpen your pictures, and then when you upload them to Instagram, they won't be so blurry and rubbish quality. So you can obviously play around with that and get it to the sharpness that you want. I'm going to do it to about there. Yeah. And then you can do the, I think it's called vignette. I don't know, but you can have like the darker edges, but I don't really like to do that because I do like my Instagram pictures to stay quite bright. And then another really important feature that I do like to have on my Instagram is the grain feature. So if you just slide that up a little bit, it makes it look a little bit more grungy, which I really like. So I'm just going to do it like a little bit, nothing too intense. We'll go for that. Perfect. That is what we're looking like so far. And then you have all these other buttons that you can have a play around with, so you can put like the dots and stuff on there. Okay, that one looks quite cool, but I'm not going to do any of that today. So I already have filmed this video once, but I accidentally deleted it, so here we are again. So on the last one, you can actually save all your different settings that you've got. So all the filters, the saturation, the sharpness, the grain, everything, you can save it. So if you just press save, and you can name it. So we'd go for that. And then whenever you import a new picture onto this app, you can just press that, and it will automatically apply all the filters that you've used on this picture onto another picture. So if you are like me, and you do like your Instagram to kind of not have a theme but match in a way, then this is really helpful. So I'm just going to go ahead and press save on that, so it saves all those settings. And I'm also going to export that to my camera roll. Okay, so before we upload it to Instagram, now we go onto Instagram, and then we press the little upload button, and then as you can see, that's what it looked like before, and then this is after. I feel like it just gives it a lot more of an Instagrammable look. It just looks a lot more put together. So the first thing I do when I upload Instagram pictures is always press the little arrows in the corner so it zooms out, so you can get the whole picture in there. And then I just press next, and then I don't just upload it straight from there. There is more things you can do. So at the bottom right, you can see the button edit. So I press on that one, and then you can just play around with all of these different settings as well. So I'll tell you what I like to do. So the first thing I do is go into the adjust one, and you can kind of play around with the tilt and everything on it. But I just like this first one. I do like to tilt it forwards, just like that. As you can see, it just makes me look like I'm leaning kind of forwards. So I do that to about 7, not dead on 7, just like around that. So as you can see, it does make a difference. It kind of zooms me in without zooming me in. So we'll do that. Then you can play around with the brightness and everything, contrast, structure. You can make it a little bit more warm. Ooh, that actually looks quite nice, but I do like it cool tones, so I'm not going to play around with that one. Saturation, so you can make yourself look like an Oompa Loompa if you wanted to. Highlights, so you can make it brighter, darker, whatever you want to do. But the next one I use, again, is sharpen. The more you sharpen it, the better quality your picture's going to be, but you don't want to full on make it look like that, because that is a hot mess. So I just do like to sharpen it, probably to about, I'll eat for less. Don't tempt me, don't tempt me. So I do that probably about 6. And then there's also the button at the top, which is Looks, and this just kind of gives it an overall boost. But I'm not going to use that today. But you do have the option if you wanted to use that, that is always there. So now I will just save that to my drafts. I don't want to post it yet, but I'm just going to save it to my drafts. Ready to upload a bit later on because I don't want that on there yet. But this is my Instagram currently. As you can see, there is a lot of black going on. So it used to be just kind of post whatever I wanted to, but recently I've been getting into having it more matchy, so having a black incorporated in there as much as I can. I've only recently started using colour tone, and the picture, so all the last 7 pictures I've used colour tone up until this one here. As you can see, it's got the grain effect on there, which I really like, and the cool background, making you look a little bit more tanned. So I'm just going to quickly mention it as well. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. It is right here. Make sure you go give me a follow, because I am planning on doing a Instagram giveaway soon. So if you want to be in with the chance of winning and entering, make sure you give me a follow. I am still waiting for the stuff to arrive that I have ordered, because obviously with the virus and everything going on, there's a bit of a delay to everything. It's not a bad thing, it just means we'll just have to wait until it comes, and then I can announce the giveaway. But make sure you are following me on Instagram just so you don't miss it, because I wouldn't want to miss out, boys and girls. But yeah, that is pretty much all I do for my Instagram pictures. I don't really think I use anything else. I do have Lightroom, but ever since discovering colour tone, oh, what is that? Ever since discovering colour tone, I don't really use Lightroom. Like, I use Lightroom and it just makes it kind of wishy-washy like that one. So that was with Lightroom, but then the actual picture uploaded to Instagram was with colour tone. And I just think that looks so much better. So yeah, I don't really use Lightroom. I know a lot of people rave about Lightroom, but me personally, I can't. I think unless you pay for the premium version of it, then it's not really any use to me. So yeah, that is pretty much how I edit my Instagram pictures, upload them, what I take my Instagram pictures on, and things like that. If you've got any more questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram and I can answer them. Colour tone is completely free as well, by the way, I forgot to mention that, whereas Lightroom, you only get certain features, other things you have to pay for. Facetune, I think I paid like $2.99 for it a couple of years ago. I'm not sure if it's free now. I don't really know. So everybody, that is the end of this video. I hope you did find it helpful and gave you some inspo for your Instagram, or if you did, ask me any questions on how I edit, upload my Instagram pictures. I hope this helps a little bit. I pretty much do the same thing every time I upload an Instagram picture, so that is kind of the basics. Always use that filter, always use the sharpening tool, and always use the grain effect as well. So everybody, that is the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe down below for more from me. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.